All right, so KIWANE Garris. KIWANE, tell me about, you were a player, played for Illinois, and coming and working with these younger kids here at Sacred Heart, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me to come back and work with younger kids. I've always wanted to give back, and one of the ways I can give back is coming to do camps and clinics and team bonding things. So with that, I say I will always work with kids. I love doing it. So it's just been one of the best things I ever done is working with the kids. All right, let's go. High knees, go. All right, skips. Every time you do something, you get to me, jog it out, okay? So you're gonna do the move first, and then when you get to us, jog it out. When you get down here, soon you get there, jump, stop, pivot, turn. All right? All the way down, eyes up. Go.
So feeding off of working with the kids, what is the number one thing you want the kids to learn about, kind of knowing the knowledge of the fundamentals of everything?
Just know that learning the fundamentals take you a long way in basketball or any sport. If you got the fundamentals, you can do all the little crazy moves they starting to do nowadays, but fundamentals is key, and you have to learn the fundamentals first. Shot, okay? When you get there, don't feel like you gotta rush the shot up, all right? I always talk about balance, okay? All right? Now listen, okay? Listen to the dribbles. You hear? All right, what's this? You hear that? All right, so every time you dribbling, you gotta pay attention to your dribble. So if I do this, I know I'm not shooting that ball. So we're gonna do five spots. All right, we're gonna start corner, wing, middle, wing. We're gonna just go all the way around.
Trent Jansen, 8th grade basketball coach, Sacred Heart. Trent, tell me, what does it mean to you as a coach to have one of the greatest Illini to come here and work with your kids that you coach?
I mean, it's great. I'm happy that, for one, Luke pulled this off. Got KIWANE down here to help coach these kids. And it just, I think, brings more tenacity to the kids for that. Not just hearing it from me as a coach that they've had for a couple years now, but actually bringing KIWANE down here. I mean, it's incredible. The dude has taught me stuff already, and we haven't even got to the junior high camp yet.
When you found out that he was coming, what went through your mind?
I was super excited. I mean, I watched a couple of his college games when I was little. The dude is well known around Illinois and the world. I mean, he's played in the NBA. Played overseas, so having him here and me being able to pick his brain on plays, drills, things that we can do to help this program felt awesome.
I feel it's pretty cool we had this opportunity to have a guy like KIWANE here. KIWANE played from 93 to 97 at the University of Illinois. Played in the NBA, played for the Nuggets, played for the Magic. I think at one point he even guarded Michael Jordan, D'd him up, you know. So hey, we're gonna take this camp serious. We're here to learn, right? So soak everything in that he's gonna teach you. This is not a camp where we're here to mess around, okay? We're here to learn, okay? We have a great opportunity with KIWANE here, so Ask questions, okay? Pay attention. When KIWANE's talking, eyes on him, okay?
He'll give his rules, so listen to him when he's talking.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
You mentioned how he's already taught you a few things, but now preparation into a game, how do you take that into a mindset of coaching the kids in an actual game?
Just seeing him, the way he talks to the kids, trying to get their trust. Basically, I know I have most of the kids' trust here, but just being like more of their idol, not their coach. That's what I've learned from him so far, and how he's talking to the kids individually, not just as a group. So, I mean, I've learned a lot.
For the Sacred Heart community, what does this mean to you just in general?
I think it's huge for him. I know me and Luke, we talked about it, having somebody put on a camp, and then when we found out we were going to get KIWANE, that was huge. And I think if we have a good enough turnout, we've been in the talks of maybe opening it up to all of Effingham County schools to put on this camp.
You had a great career at Illinois, one of the greatest all time to play there. Describe what your career was like there.
It was a great career. I would say. I know going in my freshman year, I didn't think I was going to be a starter. I thought I was going to be coming off the bench, and God just blessed me with the opportunity to really be able to showcase my skills my freshman year, and that's when everything just took off. And so, being in the Big Ten, playing against some of the tougher guards in the Big Ten, and also playing against some of the top teams in the nation really was one of the highlights of being at Illinois and playing for Illinois.
Some of the top players you played with, but also the coaches that helped mold you along to be a better player.
Oh man, I played a lot of players. So my first year at Illinois, I played with Deion Thomas, and then we had T.J. Wood, Tom Michael. They were seniors, and then coming in with my group, coming in with me, that was Jerry Hester from Peoria. We had Brett Robish. Then after that, we had Brian Notry, Jerry G, Kevin Turner, and Richard King. Richard King was in that group. He was a year older than me. So coaches, I had one of the two of the greatest coaches at that time. Coach Jansen for 3 years, and then Lon Kruger, and then coaching staff, assistants, Jimmy Collins, Dick Nagy, Coach Coombs, and the group after that was Coach Kruger, and his group that he brought in. So it was, coaches was great, the players was great. We always had fun. We always did team stuff together, and that's what made it that much fun to play with them groups.
The most memorable game you ever played in?
I would say Duke. Going to Cameron Indoor Stadium, man. That was a highlight. You always look at it on TV, and you always wondering if you would ever play against like a Duke or North Carolina or somebody, or Syracuse or somebody like that. But going there, playing that game, and they was on like this big non-conference winning streak, and we going in there and winning that game. It was a highlight. And you got the Dukies over there screaming at you, jumping up and down. You like, oh yeah, this is the life right here. It was loud. So that would be one of the most memorable games that I ever played in.
What was the draft process like, and kind of what went into all that?
Man, it was something I didn't even never think of going through. So when I thought about the process, we had to go through first the individual workouts with the teams that was supposed to be on it. So if you was on a list, they'll bring you in and work you out, and then ask you questions. They already did their homework. They already asked like the coaches, your childhood teachers. They done went to everybody and asked them what type of character you are. Is he a bad person? Is he a good person? So you go through that, then you go through the workouts, and then that's about 6 weeks of that before the draft comes. So you got to go through that, and then now you waiting on draft day. So draft day, you can either go to the green room or you can stay at home. I stayed at home for my process because I was supposed to be late first, early second round pick. I was supposed to be going to the Clippers because that's who we was talking to a lot, and then I didn't get drafted, and so after that, I got up and started working out, doing whatever I needed to do to get into the league, because the coaches would start calling, the teams would start calling, and they trying to get players for their summer league. So I ended up going to the Clippers for the summer league, stayed there for the summer, and then training veterans camp. Went to veterans camp. I was the last one cut, and then I ended up playing 5 games in the CBA with Grand Rapids Hoops, and then that's when I got the call from Denver, and then I stayed with Denver for the rest of the year. I ended up going there early too, like early. I think they was like 5 or 6 games in, so it was early. Cause I was already like one of the players that they wanted, so everything worked out for the best.
From when you played college ball at Illinois to playing in the NBA, how did college get you ready for the NBA so well?
I think being at Illinois and playing for a Big Ten school, it was always a tough division. So being able to get your body right, eating right, and playing against the best competition, it got me prepared for NBA and overseas basketball.
So compare being a player to what it's like being a father and helping the younger kids out. What have you learned in your time?
I learned that you have to do the same thing that you do for yourself as a player and as an individual. You gotta mold that and pour that into the kids that you're training and your kids. So I always try to be like a father figure and mentor to the kids that I'm around and coaching or training, and just be their help, whatever they need me to be. If they need me to be a father figure, they need me to be that coach, or just a friend or somebody they need to talk to at that time. I think building relationships is key. Growing up, and that was one of the things I learned later, which if I learned it earlier, if you learn these things at an early age, then it'll carry you through life and you'll be successful.